Hello. Is this thing on? Oh, it is. One moment. Hey there everyone, it's AJ and I am back with another video, and in today's video I am actually going to be doing something that I've always wanted to do, especially since I've kind of got in a good place where my studio setup is, and that is I want to do a studio tour. So that's what I'm doing here with you today, a studio tour. I've only got a small studio because I literally have it attached to the end of my living space, and I just thought I'd show you. I'm not going to go into all the technical stuff and things like that about like what equipment I use and stuff. I might do that in a later video, but certainly for now I am going to do a nice little video showing you my studio space. And as you can see, I've done a bit of a tidy up, to be fair. And actually I've got some nice new white doors. Well, I say new, I've just got them painted. I did have these horrible, like, sort of faded wood effect doors at one point. But stay tuned and we shall start the tour. Well, here we are in my creative corner, and as you can see, it's quite a nice space, to be fair. It's just sort of like I've got various bits. It's a bit of an odd space. It's not like square walls. We've got multiple little nooks and crannies and things like that in here. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this little tour that I'm going to do, at least so that I can do it. I did do a bit of recording before, but the camera was incredibly shaky, and I'm now having to resort to using a sort of monopod type thing to do it. So hopefully I will be able to create a nice little tour thing for you here. So over here I've got some various art supplies and things. This is where I keep my paints and stuff as well. I think I got this, a friend was selling it, and I think I bought it for about a tenner, this little station, and it's on wheels, as you can see there. And yeah, I just really liked it. Just there, I've got like my sort of fantasy bookshelf, which you saw in the video earlier. It's not kind of part of my studio, but this little strip of the bookshelf here, I pinned up and posted up the first three covers, the three covers of my novel series, which is available on Amazon, by the way, if you are interested. I just think that this kind of like area, I'm going to be able to like move it about a bit and hopefully do some more vlogs, and it will just give it a bit more of a sort of nice feel to it, I believe. I normally keep this door open here, but for now I've got it closed just for this video, and normally these sort of like these pictures are on the other side of this door. I don't like to just store something straight away. I've got some various bits and pieces here behind the door, and like a little folding table, which is what I use a lot of to make everything modular. And yeah, so that is that, and that's going to be for when I go to conventions. I'm going to be able to do things there. So this is my sort of like camera setup. As you can see here, I used one of the folding tables with a board and everything there just to do my drawing on it. It's slightly pitched as well, so I can see what I'm doing. And I use these lids to carry various pieces in as well, and it just means that I can move them about and go outside if I need to move them about. It's where I keep my pencil case. I always keep my sunglasses there, just in case I take it outside and it's very sunny. I mean, that's the only reason why I'd ever really go out and draw outside, is because it's sunny. And this is what I'm currently working on at the moment. I then have the camera on a boom arm set up there as well, along with the microphone. The microphone I spent a £5 on at a car boot, So it's not a very expensive microphone, but it does the job, and you've had the audio from it before in the past. And this is my camera that I currently have for recording videos. Oh, let's just pop that there like that. Yeah, so that's what I'm using at the moment. That cost about £90. It wasn't too much. So yeah, that's kind of happy there. That's my little gaming station in the corner. You can see my Switch and PlayStation just there. So as you see, we're kind of like bordering the sort of living space area. I'm going to move this back on there now. I'll keep that on there just to keep it protected and things. Here's my desk area. There's the camera now, it's all adjusted. I'm just going to do a nice little pan of this sort of surface. It's normally not this clean. I have done a bit of a cleanup in preparation for the video. I have loads of little trays and things like that. I've got a drawer set at the back there. A nice cute little hedgehog mug which I found at Asda. And I've got that's what the little metal thing over here. Let me just get in a bit closer. The little metal thing that I've got there. The little metal thing that I've got there is where I keep my phone charged. I've got a little pack as well, which has USBs, which connects to my computer, which is underneath the desk. These are my to-do lists. I keep loads of little lists pinned up on there. Cat Pandora. And I keep, so that I don't, so that I can keep going and stuff. I have my tea and things as well. And yeah, so that is that. I like to keep the desk thing. This table was actually given to me when I moved in, and it's just a dining room table, which is quite a large dining room table, to be fair. As you can see, it has quite a lot. I keep my monitors on these two swivel arm type things. It means I can move them about. So when I am doing references as well, I can move this monitor so that it's over here, and I can see what I'm doing basically. And I've got loads of little drawers with bits and pieces in that I will regularly use. Underneath here, as you can see, there is my speakers. I've probably not got them set up as best as they could be. In there is just a drawer of pens and glue stick and all sorts. That's my little mouse charging thing because I use a wireless mouse, but it can plug in as well. And my keyboard, which has black backlit keys so that I can touch type easily. And yeah, that's what I was using before when I tried to record this video before, and it was very shaky. So hopefully it's not as shaky as it was. This is another one of the trays. This is where I like just keep my notebooks and things, and also a spare digital art glove thing, as well as a pen and some post-it notes. Because of the current situation, I do have hand sanitizer on my desk, and I also have a little box of post-it notes, which isn't due to the COVID situation, it's just there, happens to be next to it. And then underneath that, I've got this cute little shelf which I put up with a little sort of handlebar. That was originally where, so that's how I used to record before. I used to like anchor down a camcorder or webcam or whatever, and have it pointed down that way, and then I used to have to flip around the images, but then I got these boom arms which stopped me from having to do that. I love these little, if you look here, I've got so much stuff crammed underneath the shelf just purely because of these handy little brackets that I've used to put them on. They've got like these little loop things, and I can put things through them, have things hanging from them and all sorts. So on this one, for example, I've got all the cables for my Oculus Rift, and also I've got like tape and things, which is on like a piece of dowel that just slots through, and I can just pick that up and take it off. On here, I have got my tablet, which is just what I use to have a portable reference thing to use, so I don't have to keep checking my phone. It's got a nice large screen, and then I've got like a nice little set of drawers on top of my filing cabinet, which has loads of wires. There's like individual wire things and stuff like that in there. And then I've got my Surface Pro, which I use for on-the-go writing and digital art. Underneath that is my filing cabinet. This is where I store my old, like my previous year's art. So in here, as you can see, I've stored them all neatly so that I've got like 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, blah, you know how the years go. And I also store other things in there. And I've got like a little sticker on there as well. I might put more stickers on there eventually. So up here is where I keep my Oculus Rift. I bought a head to do that. And that's what I now put on there. Also on that head is a beanie, which I use to keep my hair out of my eyes. At the moment, my hair is incredibly long because of I'm not being able to go out and get my hair cut. And I don't want to shave it all off. So yeah. Then I've got like various story bits as well. Like I love these mesh things that I can use to keep things stored in. And then I've got another shelf up there, which I very rarely use. But also up on there, I keep my Dungeons and Dragons sort of like set. So that's like I would die and things like that. And I can just bring it down whenever I need it. This is my wall of inspiration. So I have got Sonia Leong up there, Draw with Jazza and Kidora, who are artists that really inspire me. I've also got a bit of Mark Crilly, which you can see there. And this is my like first ever proper art when I've drawn my own original sort of character. Although I am going to say that I did heavily reference that, and I may have even just copied the lines of that. I'm not sure, but it was a while ago. It was back in the early 2000s or mid 2000s. So yeah, you can forgive me. I have a calendar at the back here just to remind me the day of the week. And I've got, because I've been trying to learn Japanese, I've got sort of like the hiragana and katakana alphabet as well. More umbrellas underneath. And then we move on to the other sort of £10 desk thing that wheelie thing that I bought. I think they're normally from IKEA. In that bag is my camera, which isn't actually meant to go there. I haven't figured out where I want it to go just yet. So I'm just going to move this out of the way because it is there. Hello, slack off. Are you trying to tell me that I constantly try to slack off, maybe? Interesting. Another tray which has my ongoing projects. I just kind of like put them in here. There's a random receipt in there. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, so that's what I do there. And there are all my sketchbooks that are currently in use. Yeah, I've got a lot of sketchbooks. I've got a whiteboard, which very rarely gets used. And that's kind of like my ongoing larger projects sort of thing. So I just kind of like keep them safe and sound there. In that little brown tub thing is multiple different things. I'm not going to go into all of it, but like I've got batteries in one. I've got all sorts of stuff in them. Underneath here, in the depths, are like sort of, I've got where I am planning on, well, because I do try and sell prints and stuff. That's kind of like my sort of convention type thing. So I'm hoping to be able to go to conventions at some point and start selling some of my art. Down here is my old markers. I did replace them with some other ones, so I kind of like just keep them stored down there just in case I do need to or want to use them eventually. And there seems to be some sort of folders and things like that over there. And in here, I've got like sort of, for things like sending out, I've got like stamps and stuff as well. And as I say, I keep lots of different things, so I'll try and keep certain things. This is all writing stuff, I believe, which I've like various stories and things, because I do like to print stuff off and read through them like out in the garden and things like that. Here I've got some larger stuff, so not only have I got the board that I use to do the drawing on, which is like the sort of wood effect, I've also got boards that I've got just black and white backgrounds so that I can like take photos and stuff and relatively easily. And I've got a larger sort of sketchbook there, which is an A3 sketchbook, just because it's more difficult to store those sort of things. Oh, I didn't mention this. So I have got these. I've been starting writing letters and stuff. And I got these from Old J Art. She did a studio vlog of them, and it's like trying to my way of supporting up and coming artists and things like that. So here we have my sort of like sturdy shelf, which is like basically my shelf where I keep my books, which you can see here. We'll just go through and pan along here. So as you can see, I've got some writing books, and I've got like Mark Crilly, Draw with Jazza, some art of Hayao Miyazaki. I've got an art book here from Sonla Leong, which is The Colours of Magic. Her new book is due to be released later this year, which I'm really, really excited about. I hope you appreciate, Sonla, that your book is literally next to my Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki things, if you happen to catch this video. And then I've got some more sketchbooks, just plain paper on this side where I keep things. I do have like some larger A3 size display books, which is what I normally would keep my finished pieces in once I've done them, if I've done them on A3. Again, more sketchbooks, and this is my sort of ongoing stroke abandoned stuff, just in case I might go back to them. Sometimes it might be as well that I've started doing something, or I went on a different direction, so I've kind of like just stopped. This is kind of like just a miscellaneous shelf which I just kind of dump stuff on, and in there we've got like components and things. We've got lighting and stuff like that, and various bits and pieces. I've also got my old webcams in there, and yeah, so like sort of attachments and things. This is just a nice little chair. Take a seat. There we go. Which I just keep my bags on, because I like to go out and about and stuff. Although I've not had much chance to do that recently, I do like to go out and about. So these are like bags that I can keep my things in, and it's just a cute little chair, really. Yeah, and then here is my sort of like organization wall, which I very rarely actually use. As you can see, I've got a little whiteboard there that has absolutely nothing on it. I've got I've got another calendar. I like to have a couple of calendars, and like just various bits and pieces. Up here, I have got some like sort of messy art stuff. So I've got a canvas, not a canvas. That is what is called an easel, an apron, and I've got like I hang my headphones up on this wire, which has a nice little bag strap here, which I had to cut off in the end because the bag got ruined, and that's where I like put my pins. Just pins that I've got. I've got Mad Hatter, Lumiere, and Nima from Ross Draws' Nemaverse. The curtains that I asked my mum to make for me, so that I can have nice backdrops and things as well to videos, which you never really get to see because I still haven't done it. I've also got a makeshift green screen, which again I hope to use, and we have pretty much circumnavigated my little studio space thing. That is an old project Actually, have a look at that. That's quite nice. I was like toying with the idea of doing some sort of almost mascot-y type thing for my videos, and I actually quite like that. That's my drawing, and I didn't realise. You know, when you look back at something and you think when you first did it, wasn't particularly great, but then you look back at it and you think, actually, I might explore that a bit more. So that might actually stay in there. So yes, that is my studio. Do let me know if you want to go more into the technical side of some of my setup, although I kind of just plug things in and just get on with it. But I'm more than happy to like go through like some of the stuff that I do use, like what mouse and keyboard I've got and things like that. So yeah, let me know and I'll be more than happy to do that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please remember to hit the like button if you liked it. And also subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification as well, so that you get notified as to when I post videos. As well as that, also, please do remember to leave a comment. I love to read your comments and it means a lot. And share the video if you like the video. Go check out my Instagram. I do post regularly to Instagram as well. And I'm hoping to do some more videos there too. And I just hope you really enjoy this sort of tour into my sort of AJ's creative corner. I really do enjoy creating things and stuff, and I just hope that you enjoyed watching this. So until next time, I'll say see you later.